overall team first week compared to years past? Are they all the same? Is this different? How would you just evaluate the first week?
We're always getting better. We're always finding ways to improve. I think that this year, we kind of found our, I don't want to say edge, but we got some motivation. We had a lot of stuff happen in the off season, and we couldn't wait to get back to the locker room and kind of formulate our family, our tribe again, if you will, and just put our heads down and get to work.
As a leader, how damaging was what happened with Ifedi and Clark the other day? And did you address the team in that?
No, I mean, you have your conversations. We play a very violent sport, and sometimes it leads to a lot of emotion, a lot of testosterone getting built up, and it comes out in various ways. And we handle that accordingly in-house.
You mentioned the off-season and then everyone getting back. What effect did I don't know if you want to call it dramatic or what, off-season have on the culture or the feeling around the team now that everyone's back here?
I think it just reinvigorated us to get back here. Just obviously everybody being in their separate areas, separate states, cities, whatever it may be. We don't really have that face-to-face interaction and conversations that we have on a day-to-day basis for 12 hours during camp. Now that we're here, you can have those conversations, you can feel each other, you get the depth of the relationships, and we build upon that. And so all the issues that may or may not have been true, during the off season, they get resolved in the locker room. No, I don't think any air needed to be cleared. I think, whatever happened during the off season came out. We had our conversations. It was resolved rather quickly. And then again, just couldn't wait to get back here to the facility to work.
What have you seen from Russell since then?
He's a professional. I can't really say, we can't talk highly enough about the way that he prepares himself, the things that he does to get himself ready day in and day out, season in, season out. He's just a consummate pro, and it's no different this year. Coming in, being lighter than he has been in the past. We always made fun of him and how he sometimes looks a little chubby. Comes with old age, but he's done a great job of coming in this camp, I think, more prepared than he has been in the past.
How surprised were you that you guys brought in Kaepernick, didn't sign him?
Surprised? I don't know. I haven't really followed that. I didn't follow that situation that closely at that time. I knew that we were going to bring him in, and as we always do, that's what our team does. We're very methodical and strategic about everybody that we bring in, making sure that we're up and aware of all the available assets that are out there. So yeah, I wasn't surprised about that.
What do you think about the fact that he hasn't signed yet?
My original position was I thought that the situation last year with him taking a knee didn't have anything to do with it, and after viewing what's going on, I got to take that back. I definitely think that the league, the owners are trying to send a message of staying between the lines, and it is frustrating because you want to have guys who are willing to speak out about things that they believe in, whether you agree with it or not. But I think that's definitely playing a role now more so than I thought it was going to.
Why is there